Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to review the two banners, the ballerina and also the griffon outfit. And I'll also make a separate video reviewing all of the shop stuff. So I'll also make a should you buy video, not just a should you pull review this time. I'll go over my usual criteria and I'll try to show you a little bit of the ability and so on as well. I've already posted a showcase for the ballerina outfit and I'll also do a showcase for the griffon outfit very soon. As soon as I can, I'll post that. But I thought that maybe should you pull review first would be more useful because I feel like most people are already set on the ballerina because of the ability. So I wanted to just talk over my thoughts here about both banners. I would say yes, the ballerina is overall, like, short answer, the ability is very, very good and there is nothing like it in the game, especially if you already have Born Flawless or the Unicorn. The ballerina will definitely add more to your abilities than it would otherwise. But let's start with the usual criteria. First is the timing. Normally I would say 2.8 is a double banner, and so that's the perfect time to pull for the outfits. These are usually the best outfits that we get during the year. Of course, they do like to release really good outfits with really good abilities right after those, like for example Enchanted Encounter, Forest Ripple, the Unicorn. But I would say if you're not decided, like if you really don't love anything here, then try to wait for 2.9 preview. That's always very helpful. But because this is 6 weeks long patch and we're getting quite a few pulls in this update, maybe if you have a lot of saved pulls, you may be considering pulling right now, and this is a good time to pull, especially because both of the abilities are really good. Now let's talk about the abilities itself. Let's talk first about the ballerina ability because there is a lot to talk about this. So the ballerina has two main abilities, the sliding around and the mirror. The mirror is mostly like for photos and it's just like a fun to have, kind of like the fun lady, while the slide is really useful for exploring the map. So with the slides, you will get increased movement, although I'll be honest, if you have Born Flawless, you're probably not going to be using. So I'm going to use Born Flawless here, and then I'll go back to the ballerina. You can see Born Flawless is way faster. But you can in fact climb every single wall in the game, including mountains, by the way, and it is not restricted by region. So it doesn't matter what region you're in at the moment, you can use the slide at every region. So you can slide on Flourish, you can do it on Elderwood Forest, and so on. Even on the islands, you can climb the mountains, everything. The only thing that you cannot do is be upside down, like completely upside down, you can't. So this is the maximum angle that she gets. If you try to go upside down here, she will just fall below instead. So this is the ability for the sliding around. I think it's really good, especially because the climbing is a huge quality of life. You don't need to climb manually or get around faces anymore. You can just literally just climb. It's so good. Then we have the mirror. You can place it on water or you can place it normally on the ground and it will get this effect, and the area is really massive. So this is not the maximum of the area. This is actually the maximum of the area. So this is the outer ring here. If you place it on the water, this is how far you can go. And if you place on the water, you can also swap to the snowy ballad and continue swimming around if you want as well. But you cannot place props, so you can't extend forever, you know, this is just like the maximum range that you get extra. When you jump through the mirror, you get a little flippy there, and if you equip on your settings here on your gadget, while you are in the mirror, you can use the airy dance, which just makes her float around if you want to. I'm gonna show you here. So if I use airy dance while in the mirror realm, you just start sliding, just for photos and fun, I guess. There isn't really much to this. You can also summon these 4 shadows, which when you get close to them, their outfits appear. When you interact with the shadows, you can style them, you can view their outfits, you can try their outfits, or you can invite a friend to try their outfits instead. And you can also, of course, turn off the shadow. The styling gets saved, so when you head over to the ability setup and you go here, you click on the settings, you can actually save one outfit for each shadow. It's crazy, like you customize so much. There's a lot of customization here. So you can do that if you want to. And then you can call your friends and they can like try your outfits for 10 minutes. So once you change outfits with them, it will stay here for 10 minutes with a little cooldown. So the ability for the mirror, it's fun, but it's not a must. The ability for climbing up walls though is fantastic, and we don't have anything else like it in the game. For the mount, we do have another mount in the game, and they did update the unicorn accordingly. So the unicorn has pretty much all of these settings on the setup that the lion has. So when you go here, the unicorn also has a smart mount modes, also has a smart exploration mode, and also has the mount via interact. The main differences between the lion and the unicorn that I have noticed personally is, first of all, the Griffon has way more stamina available. So this stamina for dashing here lasts a lot longer than the unicorn, like a good chunk. Like I think it's around from there to here. That's how much farther the lion can run. So the dash of the lion lasts a lot longer than the unicorn. Another difference is the horror, which deals damage, right? So the unicorn does not deal damage on the Asleys, the lion does. It's 2 damage and it does ignore the shields, so it's not bad. You can use the abilities, but you can also use them in the unicorn now. And then you also have the difference of the soar versus the hover. So the unicorn will just freely soar around, while the lion can hover and hit targets. So for example, of course you can use the archery just like you can on the unicorn. But for example, if I jump over here and I use the hover, I'll be floating here in the air. Okay, you can take screenshots, whatever you want. You can also select the target. So you cannot go to the water. Oh, maybe you can. I guess that's 4 there. But you can also stop me there again. So as you can see, I selected a target so my lion could fly in that direction. I'm going over that direction. And then I'm gonna cancel, and then I'm gonna press hover again. Now I can go here. So you actually have a lot of flexibility with the hover here. It's not too bad. I thought it was going to be worse than this, you know, but you can really like change your direction. Like, oh, now I see a chest here, just stop here, and then you can open the chest, you know. So the hover is really pretty good. I would say it's better than the soar, especially because there is no stamina, so you can just spam it, right? You can like press whatever, and then you press again, and then of course you have the damage as well, which helps you a lot. So for the Elderwood Forest, the Boneyard, Haven't Reached Astlings, I don't think the damage is like very significant, because as you can see it's only 2 HP that you take out, and your Lion and Unicorn has a HP bar of their own. But if you're feeling lazy, like you could definitely kill the Astlings with this. So I think the mount is better than the Unicorn mount, but not by a huge amount. You know, it's not crazy if you do have the Unicorn. And if you only care about the speeds, and you already have Born Flawless, then of course Born Flawless is much better because it's much faster. But overall, I don't think it's a bad ability at all. Both abilities are really proper good. I've also live streamed and tested all sorts of things during the live stream, so I'll include those in the showcases as well. But you can check the live stream if you want the VOD already, and it's on Twitch. I'll link that down below. But I'll also post the showcase video for the Griffon later as soon as I can as well. So anyways, let's talk about flexibility and clipping. I think that the Ballerina and the Griffon are both very flexible and very interesting, and they also have very unique pieces. I like the Ballerina more because I love the metal gloves and the metal socks. But I would say that the dress, although it has amazing physics, it is hard to combine with other stuff because it is a ballerina dress. It's hard to use with other things. And also because of the angle, it's hard to use like with other jackets and things, right? It doesn't really look very good, as you can see here. So it's definitely hard to style and not as flexible, but it is quite nice. And it has a really nice bonus, which is that this is the first outfit since Forever Bond that the first evolution unlocks the black color for all of the pieces except for the hair. So every single piece of the outfit here will have black as the first evolution color. You do not need to get the second evolution to get black. The second evolution will be white instead. So only Forever Bonds and this outfit are this way. So I think that this is a huge plus, especially for the accessories. I'm gonna show you here the outfit that I'm using. I think that the accessories look really good with black. As you can see here, the ribbon and the socks. Of course, I'm using here the Final Evolution socks and gloves because I prefer that, but it does look quite nice with the transparent bits. And I also dyed in black and purple for the dress as well. So it dyes really well. I think the dyeing is pretty good. All of the pieces and outfits here get the color super well. You can just like dye whatever color. I already posted the showcase with all of the dye tests, but I was pretty pleased with how the evolutions dye, especially the glow up. The glow up dyes really proper well. So I'm gonna show you here. This is the glow up, and it doesn't have like any sort of shadow naturally, which is something that you get, you know, for free if you got the dress. So I think that's pretty good. I like the version that I did here with white and pink instead. But yeah, overall I think it dyes really well, and it's very flexible. It's a very interesting piece. I like that the black color is available right away from the first evolution, so you don't need to do 230 pulls. You only need to do until you get the first heart shine. I think that all of the pieces being unique are very flexible. You can mix and match with so many different outfits and styles. I'm gonna be using these in everything, I think. And the same goes for the Griffon outfit as well. You have the wings that look amazing. So I dyed it with brown on the gold base. I do not have final evolution for this outfit, but I think that you can already dye in quite nice ways here. So this kind of like looks like a harpy wing of sorts. I made a little harpy outfit here, like a harpy glam. I'll show my outfits at the end of the video as usual, but yeah, I think it's flexible pieces and it does dye well as well. So I dyed with brown, the free brown and the free reds for the dress. Made a little bit of a color there, but it's normally golden like this. All of the pieces here are very flexible and very unique as well. I really like the pieces overall of the outfits. I really love the hair as well here. Both the hairs are connected to their hair accessories, so keep that in mind. You need to dye them with the pieces here. So you can see this is part of the hair, and for the ballerina that's the same thing. The little bows are also part of the hair. You can see here I dye these in red. I would say that's the biggest downside of the dyeing here, but still I love how the pieces are separated, especially the ballerina, because the heart is actually separated as well. So I'm gonna show you here. The heart and the wings are not back pieces or anything like that. They are body paint, and this body paint has the chest, and I think this is incredible. I love them for doing this because now the dress looks so different on its own, but also you can use the heart on whatever outfit you want. Like, look how cool it looks here with the shirts. I love that they made the chest separate. This is fantastic. It's just a shame that you cannot hide the wings in any sort of way. So if you remove the special effects, it doesn't really make much of a difference. It's just a little glow here. I wish the wings were special effects, and then you could have just the chest if you wanted. But still amazing that they've done this. Very, very glad. And the dress also looks amazing without the little heart piece there. So this is the base dress. As you can see, it's missing the chest piece. I love that. I think that was one of the best pieces, splits. The best pieces splits that they've done so far, I think. And the overall dye system, I think both of the outfits dye really well. I didn't find any problems. Of course, I didn't have lots of time to try everything, but the little that I dyed, I think they got the colors really well. This dress, it is a little bit more shimmery. It has a lot of glitter, so keep that in mind. And this one does have the base at the first evolution with black color, so you can dye the base or the glow up with black, and it's really cool. Now, do we have it at home? And I feel like you can make, similar concepts. You can attempt to do similar outfits, and you can get good results. I've seen some people doing really amazing We Have It at Home versions, especially for the Griffon. I think you can definitely have this at home, especially if you have Crimson Phoenix and Floral Rebirth. For the ballerina, I would say the really unique stuff here is the gloves and the socks. So you could very well, if you don't care about the ability, which is awesome, then you could very well just get an Ocean Blasting and maybe get either the gloves or the sock, whatever you prefer. I think these two pieces are definitely the unique parts, and everything else is just a bonus in case you do like that style specifically. In terms of longevity, I think that I'm gonna use the ballerina pieces forever. Maybe not the dress, for sure. Well, for sure not the dress, but everything else I see myself using for a long, long time. For the Griffon, it's not really my style to use big dresses and fancy outfits, but I do like the wings a lot, and I do not have Crimson Chicken, so this is my first wings. I'm very excited to have some sort of wings now. Then we have the full star, the deep ankles, things like that, and of course this is the strength of the Griffon outfit because the prop is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, for some reason my prop was not being placeable, but that was just a bug, I think, from a patch. I had to download a patch, but it's all good now. And here's the prop. The prop is massive, as you can see. Of course, there is no collision because it's an actual prop, but you can interact with it, and she flies around. Her wings open when you interact with the prop, even if you're not wearing the full outfit. And she sits here. But sadly, the wings of this outfit and the Crimson Chicken outfit do not, animate each other. So each animation only works for their outfit pieces, if that makes sense. So these wings don't open when floating, at least not on the first day that the outfit was released. This could change in the future, I do not know. But yeah, overall, I really love the prop. I think it's so gorgeous for decorating, so beautiful. I love it so much. Also, I forgot to show you when I was, restarting the game. I remembered that I didn't show you that the lion has poses on the photo modes, and it's really cute. So when you mount, you can press P and you can change the poses. So you have this pose here, which is so adorable, perfect for Jasmine cosplay, even though it's not, a tiger. It's still kind of similar. And the other pose is just mounted, very cute as well. And you also have, while you're mounted, you can also change your outfit, just like the bike outfit. So as you can see here, I created this outfit, and essentially what this does is if your current outfit that you're wearing cannot be worn while mounted, so it has like a compatibility issue, in this scenario, you will be wearing this outfit instead. So you can do that. And you can also select a Momo cloak for when you're mounted as well. So that's pretty cool. I think that was to me personally, that's like excessive. I don't need that much customization in my game personally, but I know that a lot of people care about that. So I'm happy that you got this already right away. This is pretty cool, to be fair. Then we have the full star outfits, and I'll be honest, I'm gonna be quick here because I don't personally like either of the full star outfits. I think they have nice pieces. Like there is some pieces here that saves them. Like, for example, someone suggested using this paintbrush as a broom for witch outfit, which I did, so I'm going to show you in a bit. But, some of the pieces are okay. Like, the hair is nice, the eye patch is fantastic, the broom is great. I do love the socks and the shoes. It's a shame that this is a dress, but I'm glad that they separated the choker. So once again, this whole update has great separation of items. So without the choker, for me, this is almost usable. Depending on the socks that you have, if they look more like pants, this could be a good outfit. Maybe if you have the top-up outfit, you could use these boots. I think this is okay. It's usable. It's usable. Will I use a lot? I don't think so, but you can certainly make it work. It's not too bad because they separated the pieces quite well. So you see, that's already a little bit better, I would say. And then maybe change to a sword, and yeah, that's an okay outfit. It's not terrible. We have had worse, I think. I'm really glad that the choker is separate. I just wish this wasn't so puffy and that we could use with pants instead. But yeah, overall, I think the full size, it's there. The whimsicality, we don't even need to talk about it because it's so bad. And then we've got this outfit here, which I think it's a cool outfit. The cape is horrific though. The cape was going to be just fine with just the golden detail, where it doesn't really look tasteful or like a queen cape. I think it looks like a child's cape trying to pretend that they're a queen. Overall, removing the cape, the outfit is great though. Like the hair is quite unique. The crown is really unique. The hair accessory is so cool. Doesn't matter what kind of hair you use, these little pearly dots all change. You see? Like they all do like the most odd positions for the little pearly dots. Like some of them, they just stay there, but some of them like just go over the hair in different ways. And I really love that. I thought that was really cool. So for example, this one goes in the braids here. This one goes over. Oh, what's this one actually? So it goes all over the braids here. And most of the hairs will do that, but not all of them. And then the all rose is the most beautiful version. I love the hair accessory in the all rosa hair. Really, really cute. This is perfect for the Rose. Look, this is an outfit. Like, she looks perfect like this, to me at least. And the dress is really cool. I don't really have dresses like that in my account, not many at least. And I think that this one looks quite fancy. It does dye well as well. You can get all the colors, Will also be on my showcase, but I also think it's very saturated for a dress. But overall, I think it's fine. Like, it's not the worst outfit. It does have, like, pieces that you can use It is just a little hard to style and not personally my taste, so I don't see myself using these 4 styles much. I could try, you know, make an outfit or two with these, but I don't think I will be using it on the daily. But I do like the dress of this outfit here, and I do like the hair accessory as well. And yeah, just making like a quick styling here. So like a red dress version and the green one. It's not terrible. I can see some cosplays and things like that being used with this. But the other pieces are none of them are very special. The boots are kind of fun. They dye pretty well. I have used this one for brown steampunk boots, so quite like that. And the necklace is also pretty interesting, but the jewelry is overall really big. Like, it's not gonna match every single outfit, so I feel like the flexibility is not fantastic. But yeah, the whimsicality, it's better than the other one, but not awesome in any way. Overall, I think that these full styles are mid. I don't think you would probably pull just for the full style. It's not a full style like that, you know. It's not a full style that will make you pull on a banner, I feel. But they're there. It's not terrible. Like, we have had many full styles that are worse than this for sure. And then now I'll be showing you here my outfits that I've done on the first day. Of course, I'll be making many other outfits, which I usually share on my shorts. But for now, you know, the first ones that I've done here were these ones. I'll put the codes on the pinned comment down below. And I hope that this quick review was helpful somehow. And if you want, you know, if you have more questions, you want me to talk about more things in more detail, let me know down below and I'll do it next time. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all of the members and patrons who support the channel and make these videos possible. And see you on the next one.
Ryan Little.